Roy Jones Jr. in Undisputed is just different. And that's really the only way that you can describe it. We all know Roy Jones Jr. was this speedy, powerful, athletic, just pound for pound great. What they did with him in Undisputed and the way that they captured the essence of who Roy Jones Jr. was is just amazing to actually watch. And it's even more amazing to actually play as him. One of the first things that you notice about playing with Roy Jones is that his animations are just completely different. Obviously, he was in the studio recording all of his own stuff. Either that or they had somebody who could really mimic him really, really well. But I would have to say that it was the former. He just seems too much like himself. His left hand to the body is super quick and it's really, really snappy. His straight right, on the other hand, combines not only the speed and power that you would imagine that you would really get from Roy Jones, but the amount of additional swagger, that you get with Roy, and the way that he kind of brought his mentality into every single fight. What that does for Roy Jones is it creates a presentation for him and only him that you will get while utilizing only Roy Jones in any round as you play this game. One thing you will notice while playing Undisputed is that a lot of fighters, you can utilize the same form of combinations, the same setups. And that is because there are a lot of fighters in the game who don't have their own recorded animations and they're using a similar blueprint. You cannot say that for Roy Jones. And why that is so important means that when you fight with Roy Jones, you fight differently. The outcome of each punch combination is going to be different. Roy is able to put together combinations that you can't with other fighters. He's able to fight on different angles. He's able to give you different looks than you would with, say, someone like Arturo Gatti. And I honestly cannot overstate how important that is to create that separation between some of these high class, big time names that are in this game. There are fighters out there who have described Roy Jones as being extremely fast, very powerful, but also awkward. And the thing is that when you fight him, you can't even fight against him the same way that you would everyone else, because literally the way his body stands, the way his defense is, the way he releases his punches is all completely different. So you have to be careful because you're not going in every single fight the same way every single time, which creates a whole nother dynamic to the game itself. And all of that is being said off of literally just one fighter. When you look at Roy Jones' stats from the main selection screen, right off the bat, he almost kind of looks overpowered. But it is exactly what you would more than likely expect from Roy Jones, unless you're a super Roy Jones fan and you want to put everything at 99. Look, Roy was not without his faults. But the thing was Roy made up a lot of his issues with speed and his power, his awkwardness at times. And the thing is that you can mimic a lot of that stuff in the ring. Let's start with Roy Jones's feet. His agility is so good. The amount of fine control that you actually can have over Roy Jones when you move around the ring allows you to place yourself in really, really good spots that may be just inches outside of your opponent's punching range. Something that you cannot do with every single fighter in the game. As stated before, Roy Jones's punch animations are just on a completely different level. The fact that he more than likely did all of his own mocap it just adds so much to it. Roy Jones's straight right hand might be my single most favorite animation in the entire game because there's so much that can be done with it. It's a stationary straight right. The fact that it reaches so far, combined with how good you can move with him, you can put yourself in a position that looks like you're able to be hit, but you're not. And then that straight right is able to reach, and you get these counters that are they are so satisfying. And then the swagger of Roy Jones on the end of it, the way he moves, you really feel like you're playing with Roy Jones Jr. when you pull it out, and everything lands correctly. You get these hard shots, and you see the crowd stand up in the background, and everything just comes together around Roy Jones. Having fighters in these games like Roy Jones Jr., who really are of their own design, they create a whole new dynamic for the game. Really, for us, it creates a new dynamic for us because it gives us more choice. The choice to choose what type of fighter we want to go in with, because we have more options. We have more than just the run-of-the-mill basic fighter set where everybody fights the same, but they look different. I honestly, truly hope that moving forward, more combat sports games utilize this and continue to build and expand off of it. So look, that's what I got on Roy Jones, man. Look, he having him in the game and having him be who he is actually in the game, it's phenomenal. It's really the best way that I can put it. He just feels different, yo. Like, and not even just him. Roy Jones feels different. Usyk feels different. Deontay Wilder feels different. The way that they incorporated the trait system into their actual mannerisms, their real life counterparts, all of that stuff, man, like combined together creates for an experience with this game, and it's extremely fun to have. If you have not played this game yet, please quit waiting. Go load it up. Obviously, if you don't have a PC that can run it or something like that, then I completely understand. But go over there, play it. If you get an opportunity, please play with those people that I mentioned. Play with Katie Taylor. Like, it's so much fun, and they've extended it. Steel City has extended it all the way through the weekend, or so it looks like. It ran literally all the way through the night last night. So go give it a chance. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know if I am just blowing it out of proportion and Roy ain't no different. But I don't think that's the case. All right. And look, that's all I got for y'all for today. I will be playing some more, obviously, since it is beta weekend. I will give y'all my thoughts on how everything is going as we continue through the weekend. And as I record more footage, man, I'll bring y'all more clips. So obviously, like I tell y'all every time from the Coach's Corner, man, I will catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.